Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Casual Station Review. And for a couple of things before we start, yes, my eye is still screwed. And also, thank you for the massive support on the last two videos. It seriously warms my heart to see everybody commenting, liking, sharing, and just viewing the video. It's a nice feeling. But anyway, today on the chopping block, we have the second of the boring trio. I say boring because they're very basic and lack any major defining station features. That being Box, Meta, and today on the chopping block, Marathon. I don't know where to start here. First of all, the station is a high to mid pop station, which, as I just said, features no major defining station traits. Like, it doesn't have, COG's general space vibe or C shape. Speaking of which, COG has received even more updates. No, I'm not covering them. Not unless it receives major updates again. It also doesn't have, the straightforward gimmick of trainer cog. It is a very basic station. To start us out, let's go to security, I think. This security department is about as bread and butter as you can get a security department. Front desk is right here. We have a proper two airlock solution to people getting into the brig. An airlock over here keeps it with mates access and close access to the substation. Standard sized brigs, standard sized warded office, which gives access and viewership to the brig cells and the armory. A not so standard meeting room, which I'll admit I'm a fan of. It's very nice to have here, but it fills out the space quite nicely. Then English, an equipment room that features a large amount of extra gear scattered about. We have disablers, stun batons, crowbar, and a shooting range in the back where we can shoot the clown to our heart's content. The Haas's office is a bit big, but honestly, I kinda like the size of it, personally. Armory's not exposed to space. Perma could be a bit larger, I feel. Only two proper rooms for a permacell for a station of this size, and it's a bit tiny. I don't know. It could use a bit more space. There is no interrogation room. Well, there is, but this is tiny. Like, let's be real. The break bed's a bit small. It has mates access. Yeah, there's nothing to write home about. Nothing special. Not much interesting. I give it a solid 4 out of 5 in terms of the security department. There's really just not much to write home about here. It doesn't do anything wrong, though. Command! Yes, we're counting the Hops office as part of Command because it's at the bridge for some fucking reason again. This command area is, again, very basic. Also, if you're wondering why I sound a bit in pain, it's because I am. Because my eye is still sealed shut and I put some ointment on it, and it's kind of getting into the eye itself and kind of stinging a bit. So, I'll be fine, just that's why I sound weird. Anyway, we have two entrances into the bridge, both of which I VMAG'd to piss off the command. We have a very nice actual, airlock system, which allows direct access to security, which is an interesting feature that I don't really know how to feel about. On one hand, it makes, Haas coming in to defend bridge a little too easy. Command can escape through it. But on the other hand, it's a very useful utility for when you want to get around quickly. I don't know. I have no qualms about it. There are pros and cons, and I'm sure the bet maker thought of this before putting it in. Captain's office, though, is a bit weird. I'm not sure about having his bathroom all the way over here with a weird little meeting room here, but there's also chairs here at the consoles for meeting purposes. I don't know how to feel about that. Um, the bedroom is a bedroom. I don't have anything to say about it. I like how it's decorated. This meeting room slaps. It's much larger than I'm pretty sure every other meeting room that we've covered, but ooh, it's good. It's got space for everyone important, including all the heads and warden. Particularly important like titers, anyone you want really, with a proper seat for the captain right up top. Very nice. As for bridge itself, I like the little flower feature, but I'll talk more about that with the decor. And I really don't have much to say. It's a very standard bridge with a shockingly few number of consoles for a bridge of this size, but it's got everything important, so I can't exactly complain. Hop's office is in a bit of a weird spot. Like, okay, if these window placements are weird, personally, I would put just like a straight solid window here. Hop's bedroom is like way too tiny though. This airlock could easily be like shoved upwards a fair bit to accommodate Hop having an actual fucking bedroom. You know, like every other head. Like Hop's bedroom is smaller than the dorm's bedrooms. Like, come on. As far as Hop's office goes, though, it's functional enough. The line's a bit weird, having a vending machine at a table here, but I still don't know where to put EVA, but it's here, it's EVA, who cares? Um, Vault, I am very much a fan of how the nuke has its own central placement, and all of the loot here is fairly standard, no to write home about. And since the AI has been added, well, rudimentarily, at least, I get to talk about it now, and I'm gonna call it part of command because it basically is. I don't know how to feel about it because AI has barely been added. I haven't had the chance to play AI yet, and this AI core isn't fully developed because the only one with a fully developed AI core is fucking Bagel, which has a nice little AI slapped right in there. Yeah, so AI review, maybe. Let me know if you want me to do a separate video covering the full AI update when it comes out for mapping and like rate the AI cores because I have yet to play as the AI due to the rarity of Bagel and the fact that it's very contested at the moment. But let me know if that's what you want to see. Back to Marathon. Command itself, I'll give it a 4 out of 5, mostly because it's just good enough. It's like, it doesn't try anything, but it doesn't have any issues, which is a very common theme with Meta, Box, and Marathon. They all just don't try much, but they're just kind of good. Let's move on to the right and go to science. The anomaly servers are not given their proper thing, which pisses me off. Like, they're put here, while the apes are put here, despite the fact that these are explosive and ow, god, my eye. Despite the fact that like the apes are explosive or the apes are not explosive, the servers are. Not sure what's up with that. The anom generator is given a proper space that makes it look nice and imposing, which is, good. One thing I'm a little weirded out by though, the entirety of Psi minus the like artifact chamber over here can be accessed by just opening these doors by like anyone. Bit weird. Personally, I would have put like a solid door here to separate this into a proper robotics area instead of just being a glorified hall, but that might just be me. Security checkpoint's nice though. I kind of like how like most departments here have a checkpoint, and I think they should be implemented more because it's like security has a problem right now where they can't really get to anywhere without like getting access. And the AI is being added, but it's not being added fast enough. And they still have to rely on the AI to do that, but yeah. As Mr. Lilton had said himself, the AI is going to revolutionize how Space Station plays and change a lot of strategies for every antagonist. But as of right now, I like security checkpoints. The front desk is I think the only front desk I do not like. Like, okay, the front desk itself is fine. Matt's being here is something that I do not agree with. Like, the materials are here, the lathes are all the way over here. Why here? Why not, like, here where the plastic is? Or why not just make this like it's a little pod with a door? No? Hell, why not even just, like, make, like, this here as, like, part of the entrance as an airlock or something? I don't know. It feels a little weird and a little, like, just kind of shoehorned in. Don't know how to feel about it. This artifact setup is jank as shit. And I very, very much do not know how to feel about it. Ow, my fucking eye again. God damn it. Okay. It's a little wide, it's a little bulky, but it's also cramped as shit, like with one path going in and like the chambers, and I'm not sure why they have their own little like portable scrubber. They don't need their own portable scrubber. If they have a leak, call Atmos. Christ. I don't know. I feel like this could be rotated to the right. Have mains go like punch up through here. Like where is it? Meta, like how Meta has it down here to get to the anomaly room. Yeah, I feel like that could be done here to just give this more space to breathe and like exist. Because right now it feels very cramped. Artie's office has way too many fucking bookshelves like this. Artie just could have like one bookshelf here, make this a plant pot or extended table or something. Make this like something else. Actually, this bookshelf could say, but this bookshelf itself feels weird. I don't know. Psy itself gets a 3 out of 5. Has a couple issues, but nothing to scream and piss and shit about, I guess. Let's. I want to talk about cargo later. Service! I am a fan of this service area, honestly. These doors are a bit weird, like, Jesus Christ, how many access do you need to the bar, but whatever. The crazy hamburger. This is just a normal food spot. I'm not sure why it's here. My McClown room is right here, which is a good enough spot to put it, I guess. The bar itself is very nice. I like the width of it. I wish there was a second soda dispenser here, but potato potato. The bar and kitchen sharing like a little hallway here to connect them is a very nice touch. I like that. The bartender's room itself is just good enough. Again, it's a bartender room. I don't have much to say about it. Kitchen having a kitchen feels weird here because you could easily fit like a desk here, although that may feel a little jank, but nah, it doesn't need a desk here. You could just have this work as it, but I like the like thing for Bonnie right here. I like the front serving area. The the freezer, sorry. The freezer itself is adequately sized. 2 meat spikes, very nice. Bonnie, I used to not like, but then it got reworked to have this be out like this. And it has an animal area to actually contain the fucking bastards so they don't eat all the goddamn produce. I like it. Jenny's room is in a closet, as always, just kind of shoved here, which it's the janitor's room. Who cares? And that's door. Oh, right. This actually has a proper law office. And I think this is actually a very good spot for one. It's at dorms. It's very separated from the rest of like the chaos of the station. So if people want to sit down, have a proper trial with people shouting objection at each other, it's unlikely that this will get bombed as part of like something else going on. It'll get bombed because some dick wants to bomb Corp. That's the only reason why it will get bombed. Moving on, you might be wondering, where's chapel? Where's library? Welcome to the one unique thing Marathon does have. This gigantic tumor attached to the station that is the chapel and library and like dorms also and mini Bonnie and mini Kit. It's weird. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hate this. This just sucks. But as for why, it's complicated. Like, okay. This, first of all, is bigger than departments. This is bigger than security, bigger than medical, bigger than science, bigger than cargo. Almost bigger than fucking NG, for fuck's sake. The chaplain then does not need this much room to exist in. The librarian does not need this much room to exist in. And in addition, this is a valid evac dock right here. Does that remind you of a particular station's problem? Because it should. Yeah, like I am very much not a fan of this massive tumor. If you want to have like a separated chapel, here's what I would do. Cut this down, have it stick out from here, keep this outside area because I actually like the outside area quite a bit. Chapel, remove this hallway, shove this to the right, remove everything down here, make this a library. Make this a library, have it access from here and here. Have the librarian and chaplain room be right next to each other. Boom. Get rid of this fat here, this fat here, this fat here. This is the librarian's actual room. Like, and just keep one of these. Like, we don't need 2 libraries. Whew. And get rid of this fucking dock. Like, okay, I don't know how to review this because half of the fuck, Jesus Christ, Colt. I don't know how to review this because half of this is like a design issue, half of it's like a chaplain issue, but I'm just gonna say service gets a 3 out of 5 because this part of service pretty damn good. This part of service very bad. I'll talk more about this in the design. I'll bitch about it a lot more. I'll give it my official hammering, but you know, you'll have to wait. You gotta wait. Medical. I don't know how to feel about this. Okay, let's break this down room by room. Paramedics room right here. This is tiny, but it's a paramedic. Who cares? This storage room I actually quite like. I like how you have all 3 of the clothing vendors here. I like the fab being here. I like all this. Private triage room is a good choice. I like that. I'm a fan of that. Chemistry itself, I feel like could use an additional set of machines instead of like whatever the fuck this is. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. I'll be fucking honest with you. Morgue could use more bodies. Maybe shove it off to the left because we have these weird like pseudo mates hallways here. Like just shove psychologists to the left a bit. Like just straight up. Okay, this room is fucking pointless. This isn't reception. This is reception. What is this? Okay, how do I define my feelings on the triage room? This feels unorganized. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, okay. Bed down here, bed up here, bed here, giant table in the middle that serves no purpose but to just be in the way because it's way too big and it's in a stupid shape for a triage room. Like, let's look at other triage, not you. Let's look at like other triage rooms, like, box. This is also a bad example. Christ. Like, let's look at beds. Like, we have a solid front table, beds rotated in a pattern, and additional beds off to the side in a unique placement. Oasis, centralized triage room. Yes, they're contained by like these little pseudo walls. Yes, there's bed here and a thing here, but this is all organized. Going back to not cluster, marathon. This does not feel organized. This feels like it was made by like someone who has never played medical, and I see this getting like round start. Most CMOs who like are worth their salt just tear this shit up and fucking replace it with their own thing. And I think that needs to be done here as well. First of all, remove these tables entirely. Bed here, here, this bed here, or here, shove you there. This here can stay. This table should be not a central thing. Move this locker here. Done. That's my fixes. This is fine over here, though. Sec checkpoint. Me like sec checkpoint. Surgery. Surgery doesn't exist. CMO's office is tucked away back here, and I kind of like that. but I wish it was a little less secure. And the way I'd fix that is by making this maintenance tunnel a fair bit bigger, or even making like I don't know, like a branch off stupid Bates room with a door here. That way CMO's office can be breached like a little easier. Like keep this space maybe, but out of wall here, make this like a little Bates tunnel. Because this back here is exclusively medical access, and you're kind of required to go through everything up here to get back to it. Head offices shouldn't be the easiest thing to break into, but this is a little too difficult. Cryogenics, I actually like. I like how this is its own closed loop, which looks clean up here, and then you have the back, which looks, ugh, disgusting. I wish this pump wasn't here though, and this was on like a loop that could be frozen better by the freezer, but whatever. This station actually has a fucking psychologist for once. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not sure what this being here. This never gets used. Put this like I don't know, fucking here or something. But the psychology office itself is very nice. I'll talk about its deco later. But yeah, it's pretty good. This medical, it gets a 3 out of 5. Yeah, I don't have any major issues with it. Again, because like meta, marathon, and box are boring, but they're not bad. Like they don't try anything, and they don't screw up much either. There really isn't much like you could do wrong with these stations because they're very by the book. This is a space station. This is how it's designed. This is how it makes sense. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, we don't need more stations of this kind. And I'd prefer some wilder shit. But yeah, 3 out of 5. No major issues. Let's talk about cargo. I want to talk about NG last because it actually received a complete overhaul. So yeah. Cargo. This is exclusively used by the clown to break in. Just wanted to complain about that. The front desk area, I think, is alright. I'm not sure about the purpose of this door here, but there's no major problems with it, I suppose. Um, let me. The docks here, I feel, could use a bit more, like, out to the side a bit. They feel a bit stubby and short, and, but that's more of a personal thing. QM's office is a little tucked away here, and I'm not sure about the purpose of this break room to act as a buffer for it. What I would have done, get rid of this door here, break room, keep the door here if you want, but break room stays separate, because this feels like a little bit of an arbitrary security choice, honestly. This is stupid. Also, why is there an evac sign here? I just noticed that. This isn't fucking evac, this is Sal. What are you smoking? This is fucking pointless. Why does this exclusively exist for a thief to shove their beacon in? Salvage. Yeah, it's all right. That I don't know. Um, I will say salvage has had their reclaim room removed, and we are currently in a bit of a state of flux for salve, where people don't really know like what good salve map design is. But I will say that this magnet being out here, I think is a good choice. I think that's probably the ideal, but I'm really not sure. The bay itself is adequately sized. Again, it's just this like chunk here that feels a bit iffy to me. I don't know. It gets another very basic 3 out of 5 because I just don't have much to fucking say about it. Like again, this is marathon. Like it's very basic. 3 out of 5 cargo department. NG last, and oh boy. Okay, so this used to be one of my most hated engineering departments because the TEG was the only thing you got, and it took up the entirety of engineering. Like that and comms used to be exposed to space, but now it's got an update. So is it better? Yeah, obviously, of course it's better. Uh, first of all, we have a couple issues to talk about. And I think I'll start with those glaring. Can you spot it? Where is the protection for the miners? Yes, I know the miners are indestructible now. No, that's not an excuse. Because, okay, think about this. You're a station designer. Your goal is to design a station to be safe, efficient, profitable. What do you do to the system that keeps all of that in check? The atmospheric system. Do you leave it completely exposed to space like a fucking moron, or do you secure the ever loving fuck out of the gas miners with protection? Do you make sure that the gas miners aren't easy to damage via space debris? If you answered, yes, we should keep them secure, congratulations, you are not a complete fucking moron. God. Anyway, literally just shove a blanket of reinforced walls here. That's it. That's the fix. Yep. Besides that, though, I do have a still like couple issues with the Atmos area. This like burn chamber is so incredibly difficult to use because both of your like access points are so annoying to get to. Like, okay, let's say you just finished up setting up this loop here. How do you get to the burn chamber to ignite it? You have to go up, or doom. Put an airlock like fucking, I don't know, here or something. Plenty of room for airlock, no excuse. The gas storage is in a very nice spot. I was gonna complain about their lack of like access to here, but that's been fixed. So I won't. uh distro coming out here, or dispo, I mean. It's pretty good. I like the like decal indicators along the entire thing. Not required, but just thought I'd mention it. The locker room is at a very nice spot, I think. And the front desk is also very nice. I like the tank dispenser being here as well. As for the rest of engineering, CE's office is wholly inadequate. There is no bedroom. Every head should have a bedroom, especially if you don't make it consistent. Why make it consistent between heads? Everyone else has at least a bed. QM has a bed. RD, bed. Hoss, bed. Cap, bed. Hop even has, even has their own shitty little bedroom. Where's CE's? Bruh. Storage back here, I don't know what flat back that is. I'm gonna assume it's the test coils. No, those are emitters. Damn it, I'm an idiot. Storage is in a nice spot. I'm a big fan of this like open concept hallway that also serves as a break room. Normally I complain about this, but this is like a proper hallway. And it also makes stuff like really big equipment like these things easier to get around, which is always a good thing. Like up here in Psi, it doesn't really make much sense because again, Psi is divided into like three different divisions, but in NG where you need to get like all this crap moved around, it makes sense. At least I feel. TG room. One moment while I analyze this. This TEG room fucking just works. Yeah, no, this will just work on impact. You don't need to make any modifications. Thank Christ. Take notes, map makers. If your TEG isn't round start usable, please fix. Smez is fucking whatever. Taking notes from a bagel Smez thing, where you have the cables underneath the window. I like it. This AME room is too big, and that is because I think this map maker is still hopiuming that the AME will be bigger round start. There's no hope for you, sir. You have to give it up. You have to accept that we will never have enough AME parts, that we will never be able to order more AME parts. It hurts me too, but we have to accept it. One thing I am not a fan of, this singularity setup is not usable round start, which is not a good thing. Wait, Hold on, why the fuck are these back here? So, round start, you have to. Oh, God. Oh, God, that is disgusting. Oh my God, why would you do that? That is positively just gross. Ew. Ugh, God, why would you do that? Yeah, no, this singularity engine is not usable around start. That is a massive failing on the map's part. Singularity engines should be usable round start. If you, as a map maker, are making NG's job harder round start for no fucking reason, please reconsider. Seriously reconsider that. Because if engineering cannot play, the rest of the crew cannot play. Everyone needs power. Making engineering harder to set up power in is not map design or gameplay choice, it's just annoying. Comms does not make the fatal mistake of being somewhere the fuck else and is actually in engineering, and it's not on a satellite that's exposed to space. Oh, hey, here's the gravity jet. You were so close. Like, why? Why? Just shove it here. Like, come on, this is the perfect spot for it. You could easily fit it here. Just shove it here. Why do you insist on putting it up here? And to make it worse, a tighter could crowbar in here. Like, me personally, I've done this exact fucking thing. Where I just crowbar it open, unwrench the grab, and then fuck off to go cause more chaos. Why? Why would you do that? Anyway, this engineering department, it's not bad enough to get a 1 out of 5, so it gets a 2 out of 5. Oh, I do like it more than the first design, but not enough more to not bitch about it, because good God, there could be a lot of improvement here. To summarize, fix this by shielding this, make this actually set up round start. Christ. Put the gravity generator here and give CE a proper fucking office. Please. They need a bed. Everyone needs a bed. Please give them a bed. On to design and decor. Did you think I was done with you, you fucking little tumor? Okay. To summarize why I don't like this. Let's imagine you are every other department besides service. Let's say you're an engineer. You hear there's a spacing in the chapel. You can just walk to it. That's fine. That's whatever. But all of this is glass, and it's fucking massive for no reason. Like, this is glass, and this can be breached by just some titer with a welding tank. It's a way too large area that's way too easy to space from an engineering department's perspective. From the perspective of science, no one comes here. Like, this is a very underutilized part of the map, which usually isn't an issue. Like, for example, this mates bar. This isn't an issue because it's connected to mates and people scrounge around mates all the time. Hell, most mates rooms, if an anomaly like spawns in there, someone will hear it because it'll be near enough to like a department that has people wandering around in it. Like, anomaly spawning here, Sec will hear it. Anomaly spawning like fucking here, someone walking by will hear it. That's not the case for this though, because if an anomaly spawns like, I don't know, fucking here or here, for example, nobody's gonna find it until it's gone super critical, and now there's a bunch of reagent slimes ready to jump scare the poor chaplain who just came into work. Or spread a million fucking shadow anomaly things around the station. Cause fuck. So yeah, I am very much not a fan of this tumor. Also, medical, like, someone dies, oh, time to scrounge the entire station and do a double patrol on this giant tumor because guess what? Antagonists love this spot because it's a free body dump. Like, you could dig an entire grave for a dead person here. No one would notice you because no one come down here besides the chaplain and librarian, but no one plays librarian. Security, we're looking for a prisoner. Guess where that prisoner's hiding? Like, there's just no redeeming qualities about this apartment or about this little tumor, and it needs to be like shrunk. Please, chemotherapy this fucking thing. God. As for the rest of the station, it really just has nothing to write home about. Very basic loop in the center, which has a little up leading security. I'm a fan of this little cafe down here, and I think the main rooms are not the best, but they don't really have any issues. Like, we have like a Miku room, a little dumbass clown room with a fucking horrifying ham clown thing. The fuck? Disposals is in a nice spot, and I feel like having disposals lead out here is better than just having it shoot into space. Take notes. Wizard Mains, the Mains bar is separated enough and has actually very good views of the AI core, which I think is a pretty cool feature. None of it's enough to make up for this tumor, so it gets a -2 for design. Decor, this is actually a very well decorated tumor. It's like if you like stuck fucking like ribbons around a tumor, I guess. I don't know. I like the swelling effect that comes from like the center here. It gives it a very nice visual contrast, especially in game. Like if you think it looks good right now, it looks better in game. I like the deserty, sort of unpopulated vibe of this front thing. It reminds me a bit of RimWorld, honestly. If you played RimWorld, you'll know what I'm talking about. The chapel itself is nicely decorated. I'm especially a fan of this Chaplain room, and honestly, I would not shrink this at all. I think this looks fucking beautiful, but I wish this was actually goddamn used. This is ugly. This is good enough. I wish this like park was somewhere else. I don't know where I'd shove it though. Departmental wise, Haas's office is pretty good. Security just is very basic. Commands, like I talked about this a little bit earlier, but who does like this looks a little weird because of the engine that the map viewer is running on. It basically just compiles a bunch of screenshots together or something. I don't fucking know. I'll be honest, I have no fucking clue how and map viewer engine works. I'm just rolling with it. But yeah, it looks very, very nice. As for that, there's not really much else like specialty. Like bar looks good enough. Same with kitchen, bed. These were two weird pluses, big plus, 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 plus. Like it's all very basic, but I have no problems with it. One thing I wish either put gravity generator here or put some greenery here because this station, while it has a fair bit of greenery in a couple spots, you can never have too much greenery. And I will continue to stand by that. Fuck you. Like, how do I explain that? So, greenery, so humans, we are naturally attracted to nature. We love being around nature. We have flower pots, massive backyards, lawns, which is a very American thing, I'm aware, but still. Like, our planets are, by their, like, respects, naturey. We like trees and shit, like forests and crap, animals. We keep like smaller animals around that serve no purpose to us besides companionship. We're sentimental little bastards. So I think stations that contain a lot of natural greenery, like trees, like the statue, which is very nice. I think that's like something humanity would do. And part of the reason I really love Oasis because this entire Central Park feels like something humanity would build as our like one of our first stations in space. Like greenery, million fucking trees. I like it. Marathon though, I actually am quite a bit of a fan of its decor. I'll give it a +3, which signals the end of our video. To summarize, this tumor sucks, uh, but everything else it doesn't really have much problem. Beside Edgy, which needs a lot of work to work. Like engineering round start again should not be difficult. Scores on screen already by editing, probably. I don't know. Yep. Let me know what station you want to see next. And seriously, thank you for all the support of the last couple videos and all the well wishes for my eye, which is still not working that well. I put some like antibiotic ointment on it. It's healing, but I still have like a little bit like restricted vision. And God, let me tell you, you do not miss depth perception until it's gone. But that's all for now. Catch you later, losers. Bye bye. Why am I mean this outro?